What I've noticed, certainly in the first scripts that we've been working on, is how the world, you really get a sense of how this world is psychologically changing these people. You really get a sense of that, certainly Tyrese and Sasha and all of these other characters that we want to know more about. I love the way Chad has been doing some incredible work this season. I've had the great fortune of working with this guy, and there's a couple of episodes that I was just blown away by this guy, just because they're writing it for him as well this season, and it is all absolutely out of character.
Andrew, since you've been there since the very beginning as an actor, what is it like for you dealing with those moral changes that your character is going through?
It's fun. I mean, that's what keeps me wanting to come back and give everything I've got every single season, because it's not a static show. This is a show that keeps, by definition, of losing characters and moving locations, and meeting new people. It's kind of this ever-changing thing, it's organic. And I think that it is a sort of pull and push within this character of, for one, I don't want to sound pretentious, but the sort of, but I am straight away when I sound pretentious. But there's the kind of Eros and and the brutality. There's Eros and Thanatos, which is the kind of brutal and the love that's inherent in each human being, the animal and the compassion. And I think that's a really interesting area to explore. And I think we do it really well in the show, for all the characters. I think he'll always be changed by the events of losing, one of the most important reasons that drove him to keep moving forward in this world. But yeah, I think that certainly you meet Rick in a completely different place. For the sake of his children, he's had to kind of renounce leadership and try and subdue the brutality of the world and the brutality that's inside of him. So yeah, he's in you're not allowed to say anything. I was just about to.
I'm not far enough. I'm too far to kick.
Yeah, kick me. What is the vocal kick? Can you just cough or something, or just go and
throw that water bottle.
the bottle hit me. But yeah, I do think that he was so far lost last season that it is an important thing, certainly for the hope and the moral sort of compass of the show. I always feel that if you lose him too far, I think you lose the comic book as well, because he's always been that sort of central sort of role. Yeah, that's a huge change in this season, and he certainly is taking responsibilities as a father figure, and you see a changed man, or a man attempting to change, or maybe return to the man he once was for the sake of the kid. Scott and the writers have done that. It's great. It's put pressure on the group and also made the zombies terrifying and a real threat again. So yeah, there is much. The tension is by this. We can't actually talk about it, but by this fact, the group dynamic starts to get more combustible. And the pressure certainly builds, definitely.